Easy now, and welcome back, everyone, to Marvel Spank. Now, first of all, let's just talk about the additional subscribers that I've managed to get in since the last video. When I say I've managed to get, there's a little bit of irony attached to it. It's mostly due to traffic being it's tough for me to swallow. I can't even get the words out. Richard Mayer, who we've been talking about, who we won't be talking about anymore after this, has been he's actually been jolly nice, and he's been directing people and sharing my content and telling people to check it out, which kind of means now he's killed me with kindness. I've got nowhere left to go, so I'm now neutral to Mayer. I have nothing else to say except thank you very much, you're most welcome, and you pretty much doubled my subs. So, I mean, I like to think it's because, you know, people saw what I had to offer and then they decided to, do you know what I mean, the horse and the water and the drinking. I made them drink. You put the horse to water and I made it drink. Loving it. Fucking weird horse that was, wasn't it? Well weird. Well weird. Alright, so that's the first one. The second thing you may have noticed is I don't have a beard anymore. Now that's going to be like shocking to like the other 50% that were probably here a little bit longer. I know I've got a lovely tash. I think it's lovely anyway. I've probably, out of the generosity of my own heart, just given the trolls a new set of physical attributes to fucking beat me with. But nonetheless, I'm wearing it, I would say with pride, but that's got connotations. I'm wearing it with confidence. Right, anyway, yeah, so what I thought, got the tash on, so I might as well go full colour me bad and be sexually aggressive to the next female I see. No, I mean full colour me bad and go with a bit of a 90s thing today. So you probably think I look like a twat. I happen to put it on for a bit of a laugh and I fucking love it, to be honest with you. I love it, it's like a second skin. Maybe that's why Colour Me Bad was so sexually aggressive. They just felt they looked so sexy in what they were wearing. Nice bit of stubble. Oh, you son. 90s music, you could not get away with saying, I want to fuck you baby for the course of the whole song. You fucking wouldn't get away with that shit now. Right, let's try and keep this one a little bit astute. Now, together. Now, between me and you, I tried to make this video about 20 times this afternoon. It's now about 10 o'clock at night. And it is really fucking hard. It is so difficult because I'm going to be doing like a commentary, like a director's commentary over a comic book, and that's not something I've done before, and it tripped me up on many occasions. I just gave in. I gave in and thought go back with a fresh take on it. So basically, Punisher Netflix Series 2, and it's based on a Marvel Comics crossover event back in the days when the Punisher was so popular he could house 3 titles that all went over 50 issues, and that was one a month as well, so you're talking like at least 4 years for some of them. Well, for all of them, but I mean like for Warzone went for about 4 or 5 years. Big crossover event. It was kind of like Frank Castle fucking going, oh, I won't spoil it, we'll get onto it next. But it's really, really difficult. I'm bit my tongue. It's going to make it even harder. God, I tell you what, you put the obstacles out, knock them over, or bite them and not be able to speak properly. Either way. Right. What we have. There are a number of subplots, which we're not really going to go into, that uses other appearances of people that don the skull on their chest. So we'll just give a little bit of a description of them and then we'll leave those subplots be. The first one is Lynn Michaels. She's a lady Punisher, a sexy lady Punisher, obviously because it's in 90s comics. Ladies were either sexy or overweight and there for the sole purpose of humour. So, Lynn Michaels, she was an agent who was out trying to stop a serial rapist in Central Park, and Frank Castle was also trying to stop this, and basically what happened was they ganged up together, and then the other police found out that they ganged up together, and then Lynn Michaels got some bad treatment because of it, and then she quit and just became female Punisher. every now and again. The second one is a guy called Payback. Payback! I'm gonna get you, motherfucker! I'm gonna get you! Then what he did, he was another cop that was assisted by the Punisher in trapping some criminals. As you can imagine, that's Frank Castle's bag, right? He gets the criminals. He gets the criminals. He gets the criminals. So he was helping this cop and they were working together, and this cop's career was going fucking mental. He was getting promotion after promotion after promotion, and he was selling out crooked cops, and he didn't realise that I was going to come back to burn him. So basically what happened was his family were killed with a big thing C4 and it exploded outside his house, and then all his family died, and then he blamed Frank Castle. So he has this silly, like, stop smoking sign over the top of the Punisher skull. And yeah, he's like, I don't like the Punisher, I'm gonna get the Punisher. He ain't getting the Punisher. If we know one thing, if we know, by the way, the YouTube videos where they go, who would win, Batman or Superman? Only answer to any of them. Who would win, the Hulk or Thor? Only answer ever. Whose comic is it? Who's on the front cover? Oh, it's a Hulk comic. The Hulk's gonna win. Who's on the front cover? Oh, it's Batman. Batman's clearly gonna beat Superman. If this guy should know one thing, he's in the Punisher comic and he ain't ever gonna get his payback. That's the last time we're doing the snappy fingers because that was a really poor impression as well. Really poor. I don't like. So yeah, really, he ain't getting no payback. Fool. Then we have Outlaw. Our Outlaw is a black man and he lives in Great Britain and he calls everybody love. That's his, I think that's his outstanding characteristic, that he calls everybody love. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm from the UK, I'm from Britain, I'm an Englishman, and I don't say love. Ever. I said a lot of naughty words that people don't like. Someone said I shouldn't be using bad language because his children might be watching this. Well, fair enough, but you know, little fuckers can learn a few bad words and then blame it on me, and then whatever. It's a life lesson. You know, I'm schooling them really. Yeah, love. It's in the wicked and divine constantly. It's in fucking habit constantly. By putting love at the end of somebody's sentence does not make them English. It makes them over presumptuous in the delimitations of our personal relationship. It's an over familiarity saved for the biggest arseholes that work in shops. I want my love. Do you want a fucking coffee with me? I want some milk in that, my love. Fuck off! No! I want normal milk, not my love milk. Not love milk, nobody wants, well, some people might want love milk in the coffee. Anyway, you get my point. That dude lives in England, not much of a backstory, just really liked the Punisher, so he decided to be a Punisher. That's a black man living in England. So that's his story, not like the other two. And then you've got a couple of other ones that just pop up, like you've got the mob, you've got a mob version of the Punisher, you've got a guy that when Frank Castle disappears, he decides to gear up himself and try and make money out of it. There's a load of other ones. We've got about 5-6 Punishers running around at some point, and none of them doing a very good job of it, to be honest with you, mate. Not one of them doing a very good job of it. I mean, like, Lynn Michaels ain't too bad, but she manages, she gets fucked up pretty bad there at one point. Like, she does get fucked up quite bad, so I'd say don't be a Punisher if anything, just don't be Punisher. Not good, mate. So anyway, let's get to the story. Frank Castle, he's out. He's fucking shooting mans left, right and centre. He's murdering people. He's doing his punishing shit. Bop, 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 bop. Comes across a little piece of news. There's this big meeting going on. Where's this big meeting going on? All the crime bosses are going to be there. So we've got like the Chinese, we've got the Italian mafia, we've got generic black mafia, we've got loads of generic stereotype mafias are all going to be in Irish, the Irish stereotype mafia. Don't know why they were excited, but they were. They wore little green hats and they had curly ginger hair and fucking well, you couldn't go away with that either. 90s comics is fucking brilliant. I think I'm offensive trying reading this shit. It's not shit, it's great. It's really good stuff. I really enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. Best thing I read that week by a mile. Anyway, so he's thinking, who's going to know? Who's going to know about this? Me? Oh, I know. Let's go to that mob boss daughter. And this boss daughter's by the pool. She is looking smoking hot. I mean, and we know it's 90s comics, so they're all looking generally smoking hot, but she's in this swimwear. She's banging. Like, you're just looking at it thinking, oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. And I'm not even talking about the woman if she was real. I'm thinking about weaseling a little fucking hole in the page with my penis. She is banging. Banging! So anyway, he goes in and he's like, tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. She's like, I ain't telling you shit. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. Shit ain't buckling. This chick's sitting by the pool. She's picking up a tan. No, she ain't giving away shit. But then this He-Man looking motherfucker comes over. Frank knows He-Man looking motherfucker. This fucking Baywatch boy, he's gonna spill his guts. And he's like, yo, you tell me where this meat's gonna be, or I kill her. And then the mob coming for you. So this guy spills his guts. There's this skyscraper that's just been bought by a mob boss, and they're all meeting in the top floor. So Frank's clever, you know. He's clever. He turns up, he's got this dead man switch. So if any of them shoot him, they all die anyway. They're thinking, what do we do? So this big battle goes on. Frank's fucking popping people left, right and centre. They're all going, they're like, what do we do? What do we do? We can't kill him because we die anyway, but if we don't kill him, then he's gonna kill us. So he's fucking killing left, right and centre, and it comes down to the last two people. And Frank's got him. Frank's there, he's got a gun on him. The guy's like, yo, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. It's only me and you left, we can both walk away. There's no need for anyone to die. You'll never hear from me again. Frank, the crazy bastard, the absolute crazy bastard, looks him in the eye and lets go of the switch. End of issue. First page of the next issue. The buildings come down. The buildings come down. Now at this point, it's only fair to bring up this anti-vigilante group called Vigil, or Virgil, depending on where you are in the world. Let's call him Virgil. Reminds me of Ted DiBiase's bodyguard wrestler. He was a pretty sick guy, to be fair. He was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. Anyway, and there's this guy in Virgil, he's got a boner for Frank. Like, he really wants to get Frank. Because they've had their funding taken away, and he's like, no, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it on my own. I'll find Castle on my own. And he's losing his shit. He's unraveling mentally. A lot like me, really. If you can imagine me with the power of lancing vigilantes on the streets of New York, you'd probably get close to where this guy is. But he's got a lot more aggression. I'm just fun crazy. Do you know what I mean? Fun crazy. Good to have at parties, but you wouldn't mind going on holiday there, but you don't really want to fucking live with me. Let's put it that way. But this guy's fucking mental. You wouldn't even go on holiday with him. He is cray. He's fucking wanting to kill him. He's obsessed. So this guy comes back with a helicopter, blows the fuck out of like ground zero, clears the shit out. They find Frank Castle's body on the floor. So they pull him out. He's got a Punisher uniform on and gets to the coroner's office. What happened to the coroner's office? This man died from bullet wounds, but there is no bullet holes in this Punisher uniform. Oh my god, it's not really Frank! So they come up with this plan and they torch the lab, the coroner's off, he's in the wind. And then it goes like, cuts to black, goes to some of these other subplots that don't really come into anything really, they're just shit with other people, Punisher's with that, don't worry about that. Go a bit there, then we reels it back in next issue. Frank wakes up in the middle of this like suburban, maybe that's not suburban, ain't suburban, it's in the middle of the fucking country. Big old like country house. And he's passed out in the garden. And this young girl, Bendix her name is, and this is where it starts. I think this is the point where it starts to overlap, because I don't think we're dropping any skyscrapers, because it'd be insensitive really, wouldn't it? That's still a bit recent. I think it'll all still be recent. Like you don't make Holocaust jokes. No one likes that kind of shit either. So we're not gonna, you know, there's the whole building coming down. They're not gonna do that. I think this is where Netflix starts. I ain't watched it yet, so any spoilers, don't put them in the comments. Cause I'll fucking kill you. I'll outlaw you. I was gonna say black up, but I won't do that. I think I'd be racist. You used to be able to get away with that sort of stuff. But it's bad, isn't it? You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to do it. Anyway, so Frank's passed out in this garden, and the kid's coming out, and the kid's like, oh, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna help you. And like this girl is written like she's a bit slow, like she's special. And she's like, oh, come with me, I'm gonna help you. Puts him up in the treehouse, she's bringing him food. Of course, this girl's, she's not altogether that sharp. So suddenly, her dad finds out, oh my God, what's her dad? Her dad's only the sheriff. Only the sheriff. Sheriff goes in with all these guys, they beat the fuck out of Frank, they absolutely lever him. Frank's just taking it because he's not hitting the police. He ain't hitting police. So they pull him into jail and he's passed out. 2 days later, he wakes up. Bing! You take him a fingerprint. So his fingerprints have been sent over to CIA. CIA have put them out. The mob have got them. This little town in the middle of nowhere, all of a sudden, all the remaining mobsters, the police, Virgil, they're all coming. And he's like, you gotta let me out. You gotta let me out. You gotta let me out. We're gonna fucking let me out. You gotta let me out. You fucking idiot. You gotta let me out. The guy's not letting him out. Passes out again. Wakes up. Indeterminate amount of time this time. It could be the same day, it could be the next day. I'm imagining it's the same day. So he's saying to him now, phone him up, ask him these questions. See if they stonewall you. He gets stonewalled. He's like, why do you think they wouldn't give you those answers? Is that a common occurrence? He's like, well, sometimes they tell me, sometimes they don't. He goes, you know that they should be telling you. He's like, I don't know. And he's like, you know they should be telling you. He's like, I don't know. He's like, you should know, you know. He's like, I do know. I do. So he calls up his daughter. A man answers. I got your daughter. So the first one of these motherfuckers is there. I got your daughter. So basically what happens then, right, he lets Frank out. Frank and the sheriff team up. They're all fucking holstered up. They've got guns and shit. And they're ready to go. They're both fueled because this girl's been nice to Frank. She helped him. She tried to help him at least, and obviously it's his daughter. So they're like, yeah, okay, this is a temporary arrangement. As soon as this is over, you're going back in the cell. Ha, like to see you try. Ha, I'm gonna try. And that's basically how it goes then. And then they're like, it's probably about 6 issues of them just having fights with people and punching and shooting people. There's a 6 scene at a petrol station, a gas station, and yeah, basically he's got no bullets left kind of thing, and the one he's got left, and they're all surrounding him, and then he fucking torches the petrol station, and it all goes up and all burning alive. It's sick. I wouldn't like to be burnt alive, but it's only in the comics, so don't worry about it. They're not real people, but they did burn alive, and it's fucking atrocious. I loved it. So, yeah, and then the final seeds as they go into this barn, the last bastion of hope, as it were, and they're in this barn, and the remaining mobsters that weren't burnt alive. They're coming for him, and they're setting up. They're like, how many bullets have we got left? We can't miss. And then this fucking Virgil guy that's got hard on for Frank, by the way, that's been a meandering path. He ain't just blown up the ground zero up there. And then he's been losing his fucking mind iteratively, and he's gone for Lynn Michaels and Payback and all these people, and he's basically fucked up everything he's done because his anger gets the better of him. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I can get a bit angry. Sometimes I can. Like on the last video, I had to put it on a bit because I weren't really that angry anymore. I kept laughing in the middle of my angry bits. But I think people like to hear you angry, so I was making myself like pretend to be angry. Anyway, the point is, this guy's losing his fucking shit. He is losing dull as shit. Shit lost, Von gone. That's how fucking bad he is. And he's like, you won't kill me! And he's all fucked, his jaw hanging out, and his fucking eyes probably popped in his skull in. All this nasty fucking grimness. He's like, you can't kill me, I'm a cop. And then the sheriff's going, don't do it, Frank, don't do it, you'll be the same as them. And then he just fucking cold eyes him, pops this bastard, poof, head's gone. It's fucking incredible. It's cold. Like this guy, Frank's giving him all the chances through the fucking course of the story. He's fucking giving him all the chances every time he fucking keeps coming back, won't leave him alone. Disgraceful behaviour really. Law enforcement agency's lost his fucking mind. The worst kind of mind loss. So he fucking caps that motherfucker, puts him in the ground, boom! And then, so they're in the last fucking bit of hope, sort of pop. All the gangsters come to this thing. Obviously Frank don't die. The sheriff gets out with his daughter, And yeah, so then they have this last fucking eye to eye, and he goes back in the cell, Frank. And Frank goes, you ain't gonna do that. And he's going back in the cell, Frank. He's like, you think what? You think helping me out this one time? You think helping me out this one time? You think helping me out? He's Rocky, by the way. He's played by Sylvester Stallone in my mind. You think helping me out this one time takes away me saving your daughter's life? You think that's the way this works? Hey, you ain't never gonna be clear with that there. You stay out of my way, I'll stay out of yours. And that's basically the end of the story. It was really nice, really. I think, yeah, it was heartwarming, really. It was a man triumphing over adversity. And I think we can all learn from that, can't we, really? Back your decisions, have the backing of your convictions, and that's really the story. So yeah, I mean, I hope you liked my colourful depiction of suicide room. Yeah, that was actually the first go of it tonight. I couldn't get it right in 20 earlier. Now you're thinking to yourself, that was fucking terrible, mate. Like, if this is the best, like, what were the other 20 like? Like, seriously, how bad were they? They were awful. Really bad. Some of them were only about not even a minute, like 10 seconds. I couldn't even get the intro out. Maybe I was being a bit hard on myself, but I feel like this one's gone alright. I think it's okay, been entertaining enough. So yeah, let's leave it there, boys and girls. Let me know what you think in the comments, positive or negative. It all goes towards my metrics. That's why I reply to the nasty ones as well. Fuck you. Well, indeed, thanks a lot for watching. That was fucking, I think that was the most unravelled of all of them. But yeah, thank you very much. Peace.